All right, guys, welcome back. This is Rob for Films, and this is the 2021 first episode. What's this? So every single year on New Year's, I always make these ridiculous resolutions for the most part about me, like becoming a world athlete or doing some kind of triathlon or something ridiculously health-wise that I never do. And I just let myself down and I feel really bad about it later. And so I'm not going to do that this year. Not at all.
No more of you deciding my life.
I'm going to do some things that I've been needing to do that are probably feasible. I think the best way to do that is to continue learning. When I first became an educator, I agreed to be a lifelong learner. And I think I've done a great job at absolutely keeping up with this. There's a few tools that I found that work amazingly. Like I've said before, I've always loved YouTube. I've always loved to Google things. And I've learned how to be a filmmaker basically through trial and error in YouTube. And it always helps you get the answers that you're looking for. But sometimes I think, how nice would it be if you could get a lot of those answers and learn a lot of those things all in one place, and it was nice and organized, if all the lessons were there for the entire section so that it was just in sequence, just like we usually teach. And so what if it's one of those situations? And finally, I found something. It's called Skillshare. Skillshare has over 26,000 courses. That's not just lessons, 26,000 courses from people that are teaching this from the actual field in which it's being delivered. So since I've been using Skillshare, I've been just binge watching courses and learning so many things that I never knew I even wanted to know. Most of you probably know that I'm into animation, filmmaking, graphic design, music, photography, and all those great things, creative writing. I'm not great at marketing myself. And I'm a really horrible business person because I always just want to help everyone, which is probably not the best way to make money or to have a career. Well, unless you're a teacher, and then that's kind of what you get paid for. So when I found the business and the marketing classes on Skillshare, I just kind of dug in and I found a bunch of little easy things that I could do to increase possible revenue and to keep making YouTube videos and to keep doing my hobby. That's just one side of what I'm using Skillshare for. I also use Skillshare from learning new techniques and tricks to teach my students so that, they think I'm even more amazing than I already am, which you know how you guys are. I know. Absolutely wonderful. I can't help it. Call me Mr. Fantastic. Or don't. There's probably copyright on that. All I'm saying is if you've ever wanted to add a new hobby or get better at your previous hobby or to just maybe start a new career in something, why not try Skillshare? If you click on the link below, I can get you 2 months for absolutely free. Who knows, maybe adding something new to your skill set for 2021 will give you a much better year. I can't say that it won't, can't say that it will. It's worth a try in my opinion. I'm gonna continue to use the lessons to teach other people and to better myself for 2021. It's gonna be a good year. It doesn't hurt to be positive. In that mindset, it brings me to this. What is in this envelope, you may ask? Well, let me show you. It's a handy dandy notebook. And this notebook is a smart notebook. This was a gift to me from my sister for my birthday. Let me give you a couple key features here. It uses some special pens. It allows you to write on the paper, erase the paper. I think you can put this in a microwave and it'll delete the whole thing and you can reuse it as many times as you want. It comes with a little scanning app, and that scanning app will allow you to save everything that you've written in here. And for those of us like myself who still do their first draft of everything they do by hand, even though my handwriting is terrible, I'm the only one that can read it. It's almost like secret code for me. But this is not why I brought it up for today. I will put the link below if you want one of these though. I think she got it on Amazon. I'll find it. It'll be down there, right next to Skillshare. I found a page in the front. Plan to bloom in this year, all right? And there's a bunch of sections here that I really thought made sense for current situations. It asks a bunch of different things. One of the things, and this is something we do every year, is we set New Year's resolutions. It says, give me top 6 goals for the year. I think that's a fantastic idea. I usually do 1 or 2 resolutions. I blow a couple of them off. One I try to do okay at. It has a few other things that I really like. It says things to look forward to, new things to try, books I would like to read, and that's a big one. Yes, I love to sit down, kick back with a good book. Or even an audiobook. I get really busy sometimes on trips. I'll just throw on an audiobook. These are two of my favorites. Things to improve upon. I know for a fact there's a lot of things I can improve upon. There's not enough time in the day to tell you things I need to improve upon. But just listing a few that I know that I'm lacking in, not a bad plan. Something to think about. And most importantly, things to be grateful for. I think there's a lot of those. And I think we get caught up in the hustle bustle day-to-day life and all of our problems and traumas, and we don't necessarily take the time to be grateful for things except for one day a year on Thanksgiving. And I'm going to give you my 2021 top 6 goals for the year. There's really no particular order here, I don't think. There is one that's probably more important. I'll save it for last. So number 1, I want to get my drone pilot's license this year. I've been flying it a lot lately. I feel like it's that time to go ahead and get out there and get the license. Number 2, first day of the new year, already started, and that is I'm going to improve on new camera and editing skills, which leads me into number 3, which is I want to make more and better YouTube videos. So I want to find a recipe that I enjoy doing, that people enjoy watching, and that we can just mesh together, do some awesome videos, and have a really great time doing it, honestly. Number 4, I want to do as much traveling as possible. For my mental health and my family's health, having to deal with me, I need to get out more. Now again, that might be remote places. It might be just grabbing my camera, grabbing a drone, maybe planning something ahead of time, maybe going with some of the guys that I hang out with regularly, just taking a day and just shooting whatever's around us and try to find some interesting story to tell. Number 5, I want to enter a major film contest. I don't know what it's going to be. With probably the help of my friends, former students, colleagues, I don't care, at least a short film into a major film contest. All right, number 6. And again, I think this is probably the most important one out of everything that I put on here for my top 6 goals for the year. Number 6, but probably number 1 in my heart. I made this goal last year, and I feel like I did a pretty good job in 2020 with this. Even with everything that's going on, I did a great job. I want to make the time I spend with my friends, I want to make the time that I spend with my family, my students, and those around me a more positive and memorable time. I've lost a lot of friends and family this year. It's been a rough year through sickness and other circumstances, and I just didn't get to see everybody a lot as much as I would have liked. And so it makes me know that the memories that I have are even more important than ever. If I'm mad at someone, I'm going to do my best to forgive them. If I've made someone else mad, I'm going to do my best to apologize. And I'm going into 2021 with the most positive attitude I possibly can. I think just making good, positive memories is such an important thing to do. So with that being said, love you guys, Happy New Year, and let's go out there and own 2021. See ya!